A rising Chicago drill rapper was building buzz through music and social media, but federal agents were watching. When they arrived with a search warrant, what they allegedly found led to a federal indictment. Court documents raised serious questions about the evidence, the charges, and what's still hidden from public view. This case is far more complicated than the headlines suggest. Welcome to the real crime story. While you are here, please hit the subscribe button and comment your view on the story and where are you watching from.
He is just 19 and charged with a quadruple homicide. This is Maurice Harris, gunned down 4 people near 75th and Coles last week. The reason?
On the wall, some nigga put shots in the face and bitch won't play by my daddy. Red tape on the scene, we hit him with a shot. That boy said I run to his mammy.
Some stories begin quietly. No big announcement. No warning signs. Just a young man, a city full of noise, and a dream that slowly takes shape in the middle of it all. This is one of those stories. Chicago is a city that has given the world many things. Deep dish pizza, the blues, basketball legends. But in the early 2010s, Chicago gave the world something else entirely, a new kind of music that would shake rap to its core. It was called drill. Drill music was raw and honest. It did not dress things up or pretend life was something it wasn't. It talked about real streets, real struggles, real people trying to survive in neighborhoods where survival itself was not guaranteed. Young artists picked up microphones and said the things others were too afraid to say out loud. And the world listened. YouTube took those voices far beyond Chicago. Kids in other cities, other countries, other worlds entirely were suddenly hearing stories from the South Side. Drill music became a movement. And with every view, with every share, with every comment, a new generation of artists found their audience. One of those artists went by the name Drench. His full rap name was No Limit Lil Wet, but most people simply called him Drench. He came up in Chicago the way many young artists do, through the music, through the community, through the slow and patient process of building a name for yourself one song at a time. He became connected to a well-known collective called NLMB, which stood for No Limit Muskegon Boys. That group had produced serious talent. G Herbo, one of Chicago's most respected voices in rap, had ties to that same circle. Being associated with NLMB meant something. It opened doors and brought attention. Drench put that attention to work. He posted music. He made videos. He showed up on social media the way artists in his generation do, constantly, consistently, building a connection with fans one post at a time. People followed him. People shared his music. His name started to travel, and for a while, things seemed to be moving in the right direction. But attention is a double-edged thing. Not everyone watching was a fan. Federal investigators have a habit of paying close attention to public information. Social media, music videos, photographs, online interactions. All of it can become part of a picture that investigators slowly, quietly piece together over months or even years. Most people never think about that side of things. They post freely, move openly, live their lives without imagining anyone is writing anything down. But sometimes someone is. In early 2024, everything that had been building quietly finally came to the surface. Federal law enforcement officers obtained a search warrant connected to a Chicago apartment linked to Drench. Search warrants don't appear from nowhere. A judge must review the evidence and agree that there is good reason to believe something important will be found. Only then is the warrant approved. Only then do officers move. And when they moved this time, what happened next became the center of everything. According to prosecutors, when officers entered the apartment, they observed Drench attempting to get rid of a firearm. The weapon was recovered. It was examined. And then came a finding that changed the entire direction of the case. Federal investigators alleged that the firearm was not simply a handgun. They alleged it was a machine gun, a weapon regulated under some of the strictest laws in the United States. Possessing a machine gun without proper federal authorization is a serious federal crime, carrying significant legal consequences. Once that determination was made, the case moved into federal court. The indictment became public. The internet responded the way it always does, quickly, loudly, and with more questions than answers. Supporters wanted to know how long investigators had been watching.
75th and Coles in the South Shore neighborhood, where at first CPD thought they were investigating 3 people shot and killed, but a 4th body was later found. I want to show you some video of what this scene looks like right now. Police have been focusing their attention around a neighborhood fast food restaurant called Nadia's. CPD says a man walked up to the restaurant and started shooting. 2 people were shot inside the restaurant and 1 was found outside. Again, police originally were investigating this as 3 people shot, but then police roped off a new scene where another body was found in a nearby backyard. That's when they pushed us back even further at that point as they checked out the scene. I spoke to a woman who discovered that 4th body. She describes what she saw.
I will recommend carry rice to everybody I know, even my enemies.
I saw a man sitting up dead, shot on the tree. He's sitting up. He's just sitting up, dead.
Reports circulated. Discussions happened online. But no murder charges were ever filed against him. That is an important thing to remember. In the United States, a person is innocent until proven guilty. Being mentioned in an investigation is not the same as being charged. Being charged is not the same as being convicted. The legal process exists precisely to make those distinctions carefully, deliberately, and fairly. Whatever investigators reviewed in that earlier case, the outcome, at least publicly, produced no charges. And so that chapter of the story remains open, unresolved, and largely unknown. What is known is this: a young rapper from Chicago built a name for himself through music and dedication. He became connected to one of the city's most recognized collectives. He found an audience. He found success in the way that drill artists measure success, through presence, through followers, through the feeling that your voice is being heard. And then, through a sequence of events that began with a federal search warrant and ended with an indictment, his story took a turn that no music career can fully prepare you for. The case is still making its way through the federal court system. Evidence will be presented. Arguments will be made. A legal process, slow and careful by design, will eventually reach a conclusion. What that conclusion will be, no one outside that courtroom can say. If this story made you think, made you feel, or made you want to know more, you are not alone. Stories like this one live at the intersection of music, culture, and justice. They are complicated. They are human. And they deserve to be told carefully. Subscribe so you never miss a story like this. New videos come here every single day, and each one is made with the same care and honesty you just experienced. Come back tomorrow. There is always another story waiting. And if this video moved you, share it. Pass it to someone who needs to hear it. That one share might be the reason someone else finds this community. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. See you tomorrow.